Hello and welcome to We Are Tottenham TV. You've got myself, Marlon today, and you've got Ash Magic as well. And it's finished Tottenham 1, Brentford 3 at the last game of the season at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Ash, expected?
I predicted it. I didn't want it to happen, but yeah, I expected it. I didn't expect a first half performance, but yeah, kind of gone out of my memory now. What was the point? What was the point? Do you know what I mean?
Mason Bull.
That's what you're going to get, right? You're going to get those medicines. You're going to get that Dr. Tottenham served up to you.
Do you know what? Let's get the fans out. Let's speak. Let's get everyone else's view on it.
Therapy session right now. You know, like Fraser Crane. Hello, Dr. Fraser speaking.
And our first guest on today is Ryan.
Man like Ryan.
Ryan, how you doing? How are you?
Talk to me.
Oh, I want to rip my hair out, whatever's left of it.
Jeez.
So when you saw the starting lineup, was you quite surprised about the way the first half went?
Do you know what? I was actually glad there was injuries, to be honest, guys. To be honest, I was very happy there were injuries, so someone like Dan Juma could get in and have a game. That was that was probably the best thing that could have happened. And then the first half came and it was like, okay, maybe we'll win this. And then afterwards, it was just a horror show, weren't it?
Yeah, pain.
So what do you think changed? What changed from the first half to the second?
I really don't have a clue. I wish I could. I mean, if I had the answer to that, I'd be able to give everybody a bit more clarity on that and make them all feel a bit better. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, shell shock. That's what happened. Shell shock. I think we're at the beach, Ryan. In my opinion, I think we're at the beach because we were cruising 1-0 up. We were relaxed, and then I think Frank he found a weakness. Davies, lovely. How did I not see it before? And I think that's when we capitulated.
So what did you make of? Yeah. What did you make of? You said you was quite glad Dan Juma came in. What did you make of him today?
He was alright, to be honest. It's like we haven't seen much of him, have we? Really? So it was his best game that I've seen. So I was quite happy with him. But it's just constantly the back line, and Dan Juma's in a decent player. But everyone else around him seems to always make everyone look terrible.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else I can do.
I mean,
I feel like I could just literally talk about the defence, like Skippy, and what was he doing for the fans?
Yeah.
Talking about the back line, we're going to talk about the back line because obviously they've let us down again today. If you were the new manager coming in, would your priorities be on that back line in the summer?
Well, I'll tell you what I would do. Rip up Dyer's contract right now. Don't even bother giving him another 3-year contract because it's becoming a joke. Sanchez, I would do the same with his contract. God, there's just so many things you can do with that back line. Literally. Like, I mean, I could probably be better in that back line as well. That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah. Where do we go from here, Ryan? I mean, we've got Leeds next, and we're away from home.
I can tell you now, we are not beating Leeds. So everyone might as well start just packing up their bags if they think and go home because we're not beating Leeds.
So Ryan, where do we finish as well? Just to add to that, where do we finish? In your opinion,
out of Europe, hopefully out of Europe.
Would you be happy for that? Coming on to you, Marlon.
Yes. What? 100% yes. There is no doubt, right? Because the reason why is because these players are thinking they're God's gift to Europe. Yep. Right? They think they are just given Europe year in, year out, and it doesn't work like that. You earn your way into Europe. And I don't even want Europe because whoever comes in next, right, Levy will tell them, don't use the kids, use the same old trash that we've already got. You know, and then Levy out right? And then the Levy out sign, and then his missus or whoever that was next to him, right, was saying, oh, it's okay, calm down.
It's all right, darling.
Take no notice of it. Yeah, don't worry about it, love. You'll be all right, hon. Yeah, oh, God.
Right, just on that European question, though, just speaking, if we don't get Europe, does that not then give Daniel Levy and the board an excuse not to actually get rid of most of the players that have kind of let us down before?
Well, this is a good question.
Yeah. Because you know what he's like financially,
yes,
yeah. You know what he's like financially.
I would say yes. Yeah, because he's just penny pinching Levy, isn't he?
Penny pinching.
But then at the same time, it hurts his pocket as well.
Both, but yeah, at the end of the day, both hurt his pocket. Because if we're not playing Conference League football, right, or we're not playing Europe next year, will we be like how other teams have done it when they've had not Europe and they've completely revamped the team and got the manager, the players they want, or will we be Spurs about it and we'll just end up going on a downhill spiral?
I hate to say this because this isn't the club I've supported for nearly 20 years, but I know how this is going to go. It'll be the same. Well, first of all, we're not getting any new signings in, apart from like Lenglet, and then apart from him, even he's deciding whether he wants to stay. So I mean, he's the cleverest one out of all of them.
Him and Kulu.
Facts.
Yeah, him and Kulu are the only two that are the smartest two kids there. That have, Lenglet's not really a kid anymore, is he? But Kulu is smart. If I was Kulu, I'd run now. I'd get out of the club.
And what would you do then? Harry Kane, let's talk about the main man himself, the man who's managed to keep us even probably in this position. Scores a great goal. What do you think he's thinking right now?
Well, I know Kane's got a good brain on it, brain in his head. He's probably thinking at the moment, literally, get me on holiday, and then I'll decide my future near the end of the holiday, whether I sign a new contract or I leave. To be honest, I like Kane. I've always loved Kane. I mean, anyone that turns around and says they don't like Kane, they're lying to you. But I know that sounds silly, but if I was Kane personally, I'd probably leave now. I would probably leave just because Levy's broken so many promises, and there's nowhere else for. I know it sounds hard to say, but he'll stay in the Premier League and he'll probably be in a Manchester United shirt next year now.
What are our chances for next season? Are you looking forward to it?
Well, before today's performance, I was still looking forward to it. I was looking forward to just getting this season out of the way and starting a whole fresh again. But I mean, it's kind of obvious that we've now got Arne Slot coming in. Like, it's blatantly obvious. I like on that front. I like Arne Slot, but Levy's just gonna kill him. Literally, he'll kill him. He'll literally kill him, the poor bloke. I feel sorry for the poor bloke. Like, I don't know what. Arne Slot's gonna be bashing his bald head off the wall somewhere by the end of it. I don't know. To be honest, I think we need to get somebody in who's gonna be able to manage the club properly, because otherwise I can see us being in the bottom half next season.
Yeah.
Bottom half, definitely. And it's not just because if Kane goes, Sonny's going as well. Sonny's gonna go, because Kane and Sonny are not. If Kane's going, Sonny will definitely go, because he won't stick around with no Kane there. So that means we're going to be in the bottom half next year.
Is there any positives you can draw from looking forward for Tottenham Hotspurs?
just hurry up and make the ship sink, basically, and then start again. Hurry up, because it's like I've said to other people, right? It's like the Titanic. It's sinking, but it's taking longer to sink than the actual Titanic sank. And it's a joke. Like, the Titanic's already been sunk nearly 100 years. We're still going downwards. We're not even at the bit where the ship's actually breaking yet.
So what do you think needs to happen? What do you think needs to happen for things to go right?
Levy needs to go. Levy needs to go. Levy needs to hurry up and get out of the club now. And do you know what? I hearing these Arabs, these Saudi Arabians or these Arabs or I don't know what they are.
The Qataris.
Yeah, okay, thanks. They need to hurry up, fail their bid with United, take us over, and then hopefully Kane will then say, well, look, I'll stay. That's the only thing that can save us. And
Ryan.
that's a scary thing, saying that it's got to be someone else who can save us.
Yeah, very true. Ryan, great call. Thanks as always.
Big up, Ryan, man.
And big up.
And, keep
Big up,
the
man.
faith. Can I say that? Maybe not.
Keep safe. I don't think there's anything to keep safe about. I think we're literally already just. We all went down with the ship way a long time before the Tottenham team did.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Very true, man. Well, yeah, I mean, have a nice weekend. I don't know.
Yeah,
what to
you
say.
too, guys.
Thanks, Ryan. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Sweet.
So, yeah. Leave you out. you think that's going to be most of the calls from now on?
Yeah, pretty much. There's not much positives you can really draw. So, bring him on.
Let's bring on the next one.
Bring him in.
Hello, boys.
KPV. First of
The
all,
legend, the myth.
KPV, we need to address something, don't we?
Oh, be quiet, you. Don't start either. I'm not going to. I ain't going to talk about that.
Are we not going to talk about that, KPV?
No.
Fast forward.
We're not talking. We won't be talking anymore. I'm speaking because I'm going to call Ben out anyway because I know he's at the stadium. Benji, be quiet, man. Like, just stop. Text me at the time of night. I was asleep when you messaged me at 12 on Thursday evening, so enough. Stop messaging me, and I've got a bone to pick with you, mate. So keep your mouth shut, or else you're getting a stunner, mate. Claymore, so yeah.
Stone Cold, get some Budweiser for him.
Yeah. But yeah, goodbye, Harry. It's time for him to leave anyway. He's off. So great free
It's done,
kick.
yeah? It's done. Is it over?
Yeah, like he wants to go and win stuff. He ain't winning anything at Spurs. People been saying he ain't gonna win anything with Tottenham, so they do have a point. The only team we can go to is Man United, not Chelsea, because Chelsea are our biggest rivals, and I will hate to see him in a Chelsea shirt. Like AV, I think the owner years ago said Chelsea and Tottenham don't do business. Like William Gallas, I know he played for Chelsea, moved to Arsenal, then came to Spurs, and Odegaard Johnson played for Chelsea and Tottenham. So, yeah, I know we don't do business, but there's no way how he's going there. Oh, wait, I can't see you.
You can't see us?
Nah, I think something's happened.
Keep talking.
We can hear you.
We can hear you loud and clear. You
you're
KPV, you
perfect.
keep going.
It's like the AC Milan game. Like, if you need a goal, you don't take Kulu off. Like, and yet they bring on Lucas. Like, good reception. Farewell, Lucas. Like, we've now lost our last 3 home games in 14 seasons. Matt Hayes put on Twitter, and the 2 were Southampton and Villa, and now this is 17 or something seasons. Brentford of all teams. Another team from the bottom has beaten us. Bournemouth, lucky, and now Brentford, lucky team. At least they didn't beat us last season. 4 points. Now they've taken 4 points off us. So basically revenge. lucky team, but they won't be getting Europe, that's for sure. They're not going to beat City on Sunday next weekend, so good luck with that, boys. And Tony's been banned for 8 months, so what's that got? Who's going to score the goals now when the new season starts? Who is going
But
to score?
but KPV, they managed to score 3 today against us with that, Tony.
Like, yeah, but who's going to score them when the new season starts? Like, he's expected back in January 2024 before the Euros, so who's going to score like 20 Premier League goals for them? Like, that's how many he's got. But Bremo ain't. I know he's a striker, but he ain't going to get 20 goals, is he? Like, they need someone. They need to sign a striker. Like, you need to sign a better striker than him. I know. But anyway, like I said, if you need a goal, you don't take Kulu off. But unlucky for Kulu, I know people saying he was a bit had a shocking game, but he could have scored before half time. It would have been 2-0 up.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It could have been 2-0 up, my man. And congrats, Ash, as well, for becoming the dad. Congrats,
Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
And also, everyone, on this day last year, I lost my best friend, Michelle Heath, so I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate Brian Dagul's support. I know he commented on my post on Facebook, so I appreciate that, Brian. And I'm glad I didn't go today because Leave, you knew I was going to scream the song, We Want Levy Out. So well done to all the fans singing Levy Get Out of our club because it's time to go, mate. You've been here for nearly 23 years and no one likes you, mate. Get the Qatar people to take over the club. They'll do better than he is. Like, I could be a better chairman and I can sign all the things I wanted.
Is that KPV for chairman now?
Yeah, I love it. I'm all for it. Hashtag KPV for chairman.
I can sign all the players, plus the cash, and win a trophy like Arnie Slot, I hear we're after. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, give the guy a chance, and he's gonna get a chance from me. Like I said to David yesterday, back the guy, and yeah, get him the players he wants, and see where we can go. But Dyer, new contract. What's he done to earn it? Nothing. He don't deserve a new contract. He signed one during the pandemic.
KPV for chairman. Talking facts. Keep going, man.
Yeah.
Keep going, my bro.
Get Dyer out, man, and say goodbye. Go back to Portugal because you spoke Portuguese when Mourinho was here after the restart 3 years ago. So just get out of our club, Dyer. No one likes you. So go back to Sporting Lisbon and play with Marcus Edwards, who has said he would love to come back, but nah. Fair centre-backs needed. So see you later, kids. But get out of the club, Daniel Levy. No one wants you there. See you later, Harry. And Son, I know people saying sell Son, but I know he hasn't been like his best. But he's got about 10 Premier League goals, and as I said, he only scores bangers. It's not all about Erling Haaland though for the record. Another record for Harry Clase, 211 Premier League goals, 49 behind Alan Shearer. So everyone watch out for next season. He's going to break the record. So people need to look out. But yeah,
will he break it in a Spurs shirt?
I would hope so, but he's not. He don't want to stay and be in Europa League. He don't want to play Thursdays, does he? I know he played last season, scored a hat-trick against NS Moore at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I was there for the hat-trick. But I would love him to break the record if he stays, but he's seen his Merle. He's now got one like Ledley King. Now he just needs Thorn. And why Teddy Sheringham not got one? And Dawson. And why they not got Merle?
We're going to have a whole team right at Muriel.
Give some of the players a Merle. Give someone. He's scored 100 Premier League goals, so give someone. But anyway, Leeds away on Sunday next weekend. Like, it doesn't matter. They're getting slapped up anyway, because if they lose today and Forest win, I think Leeds go down. And still, 1-0 United. as it stands.
Aston Villa are
Oh,
1-0
man.
up as well.
Who scored? Watkins?
Jacob Ramsey.
Oh, he's on form.
Oh, the man who scored. So, Liverpool fans, Everton are going to be happy with that. But anyway, I'm out. But like, I'm going to play FIFA, and then I'm going to the pictures, known as the cinemas, to see.
What are you going to watch? Fast and Furious. Is that already?
Yeah.
Oh, shame.
Came out last night, mate. Came
Last
out
night?
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. It's a motive.
Yeah, something to make me happy rather than
I respect
our
it
last
still.
time game. Like,
Makes sense.
we know lost the 3 last time games. So, better not happen again at the end of next season before the Euros. Otherwise, like, you can just get rid of the whole players and bring back the whole 61 squad. They would beat this team. Like, I know, I heard the rumours saying that we're not going to sign Kulu permanently, but I don't know why someone brought it up on Google, but we're going to sign Kulu permanently, and he wants to. We expect him to stay, and he's still going to be a Tottenham player next season. So,
hope so.
he's got 2 Premier League goals, and he loves scoring against Manchester City. And it's not all about Son; it's now Kulu. So, welcome to the club, Kulu. Welcome to always scoring against City, not just Ronaldo. But anyway, people. Who's next? If it's Brian Dagul or Ben, but I know Ben's probably here, saw me and here call him out. But when the next one,
How you say Ben shook you? Yeah?
yeah,
Ben's scared. You scared him off.
Me,
We'll pass the message on.
So see you later, people. And
Big up KPV. KPV for chairman.
KPV for chairman. Levy stuck. Brian Dagul in. See you later, boys.
Big up KPV.
Big up KPV.
Love, bro. Big up.
Look, if anyone's in the chat and wants to come on, go to the community section. The link is there. You'll be the next one on. But yeah. KPV for chairman. I think that's what we got out of that.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, I think it's that time of the season where the fans just don't care anymore. You know, they're just dejected. They're not bothered. I mean, why should they be? Do you know what I mean?
I think, because we're all recycling the same information, aren't we?
Yeah.
that's the problem we've got now, all of us. Like, even when you look at the chat, most of them were probably saying the exact same thing last week and the week before, and we haven't changed one bit.
Yeah.
But should we bring him out? Do we have to? Do we have to bring out this next one?
The main event?
The main event.
The myth, the legend.
If you don't know, get to know.
My brother, you know. Hey.
Alex, what are you doing here?
You know what? You know what? You know what? I like you two, Bob. I like you two, you my guys, Bob. I like you two, Bob.
Do we like him?
Yeah, I can't lie. And it's nothing against anybody. It's just I just. And regardless whether you talk rubbish or not, you're still cool, bruv. You're still cool, bruv. Yeah, you're still cool.
I think he's talking about himself, about talking rubbish, not us.
Someone says I talk a load of rubbish, but then at the same time, you always love Mr. Box Office, though. You know what I mean? Because it always comes true. It always comes true. You know what I mean? Because everybody said I was talking rubbish last season. Look what's happened now. You know what I mean? Everybody was saying that we were talking about these. I said there were rejects, the 2 rejects from Juventus. What's happened now? You know what I mean?
Wait.
Not
two. Benton has been good. I'm not allowed you to speak.
Standard midfielder, bruv. It's a standard midfielder, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The comments are going mad, by the way, because I'm saying, get Mr. Box Office out. Get Mr. Box Office out. The main event's still here, bruv. So what you saying? Anyway, but the point I'm making is, Let's get serious. Let's get serious now, yeah. Let's really get serious now.
Go on.
Really, about this now.
Tell us about today. Go on, and then rip into them.
Listen, I'm not going to rip into them. Listen, I'm not going to rip into them because, like, I'm saying the same things that I said before, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no point in me saying the same thing. You know what I mean? Listen, the only thing I want to have a bit of a rant about is that I'm fed up of hearing about Donna Cullum. I'm really fed up of hearing her name, and it's not because it's nothing. It's just the fact that I'm talking about someone who's behind the scenes that is not on the pitch. And for me, that sums up Tottenham. Why do I need to hear about them when we should be thinking about the football side? I'm starting to say that we are now a political club
Trust
now,
me. Trust me.
and it's not. It's nothing to do with the football. Like
Yeah.
you go to the games now, and it's like the players are secondary now. The manager is secondary, and it's just we need to stop that. It really does. And I'm not blaming people that are leaving. I'm not doing that at all. I get it. I hear it. But the fact that we are, Donna Cullen's name, and well, Daniel Levy as well, but Donna Cullen's name, some of the board members' name are coming out in public now. And that seems to be the soap opera and being the more interesting side of things with Tottenham Hotspur. That, for me, is very concerning to me. You know what I mean? And we need to focus back on the football, because good clubs, you don't hear anything about their ownership, don't you? You don't hear anything at all.
It's a very good point, Alex. You are. I do agree with you. And like a lot of people, if I said to you who's Man United's chairman or who Aston Villa is and all that, most of us wouldn't know. But if you ask any non-Spurs fan who runs Tottenham Hotspur, Levy's name comes up to everyone's name.
Do you think it's because the football's been so poor and so disappointing that we've got nothing left to...
But I think the media put a whole lot of highlight on Daniel Levy, and I think that's what comes out, because you're not only hearing Donna Cullen's name now, it's because her name's is featuring in more and more articles in the media, and this is mainstream media, which is then Spurs fans have gone, it's highlighted even more, because the Pochettino situation, right? Everyone wanted him back. Levy apparently wanted him back, but everyone's now blaming Donna for this.
Donna kebab.
Where's this come from?
It's. I mean, like I said, I'm not having to go at women here. This is. I need to make this absolutely clear, because it's not. It's just the principle.
I mean,
it's the it's the principle of the back office. If it was anybody else, I would say the same thing. Yeah. Because the women are killing it in football, by the way. So I'm not. Please, can we not? I'm not saying that at all.
They're not killing it in the football, actually.
Yeah,
the women's team are doing bad as well, I suppose. Anyway,
the women in general are killing it completely. So I'm not, and it's not. That's please do not think that, because that is not the case. I'm trying to say at the moment. It's just, unfortunately, it's just it's just coming on, and that's it. And for me, we shouldn't be talking about that. We should be thinking about what's on the football pitch. You know what I mean? And I think. It's just really sad, because, I still think that it's a bang average league. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, I used to think of David Ginola, the players that were wonderful, Gaza. You know what I mean? Those sort of players. You know what I mean? Van der Vaart,
Flair players,
Bell,
the
Flair players. You know what I mean? The players that really got you going. Defoe, Robbie Keane, who was like, oh my gosh, Robbie Keane, brilliant. You know what I mean? And that's what you should be talking about, really. That's what, as football fans, we should be talking about, really. You know what I mean? It's just sad that, this club has turned into what it's turned into, right now. And now, I don't know if Arnold Slot is going to do the. I don't know. I'm not switching subjects very quickly, but I know you've got short time. But my point is, I don't know if Arnold Slot, because I'm having a debate with people at the moment. They're saying to me, "Oh, well, he's perfect for us." Well, it was perfect with Pochettino. It was perfect with Martin Yeo. It was perfect with Harry Redknapp. Look what happened. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm going to be looking afar, and I'm going to still be very cautious of what's going to happen. And this is maybe taking a few years for us to get better. You might see some positive steps next season. You might see some negative steps. We don't know.
We always do under Levy, though, don't we? Like, let's be honest. Levy there's always some positive steps that gives us the hope. Like, let's take last season. We got fourth spot. We made all them signings. It's positive steps. Were they in the right areas? Hindsight says no, as you can see now.
I think the problem is with the signings. Really, at the end of the day, I think we have to look at the whole system of where we're getting our signings and how we're getting our signings. Brighton approved it, and Leicester approved it, and Brentford approved it. If you do it the right way, you can do it prudently and do it sensibly. I think that I've said it on the Football Terrace. A big up to Football Terrace, by the way. I've said quite clearly, you need to decide what your spine is. Okay, with that spine of players, you need to look at players that are going to work well with certain players that are in that spine. Okay, and then bring them in. That's what you need to do, and get a system in place like Brentford, like Brighton, and then work like that. You know what I mean? I think Steinson looks promising. Looks very promising for me. That Bayern Leverkusen director of football. Yeah. Now, if you have a plan of what you're gonna do, and what is the end goal, that's what I think we should be doing at the moment, and focus it on the football side of things. You know what I mean? You know, um, and that's it for me. At the moment, I'm very concerned. I have to be honest. Whether Arnold Slot comes in or not, I'm very concerned because I'm hearing vibes of, we might be signing this player, we might put a new deal on this player, and to me, I don't think you should be making those sort of decisions right now. I don't even know if they know what sort of where they want to how they want to play next season. You know what I mean? I mean today, people said I missed the first half because I was out, and people said,
wrong half to miss.
People said it looked good because all of a sudden we go back to the 4-3-2. Is it 4-2-3-1?
4-2-3-1. It was
4-2-3-1. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, that's cool, but it's all good doing it now. It's all good doing it now. You know what I mean? But you look what happened in the second half. Those defensive mistakes were awful. Absolutely awful, and that is a bottom half team mistakes.
So Alex,
that's it.
Quick question on that, because you've said a couple of times, right, you want to stop talking about the board and everything like that, but everything you're bringing up, is that not laying with the board, right? Because you've had two managers, possibly three, I don't know what Nuno wanted, but you've had Mourinho and Conte ask for defenders, right? And the only one we've managed to buy in that time is Romero. Yep.
And that's from Nuno.
And that was from Nuno. So, can you still hear us?
You still there? Is he gone?
Or is he frozen? Oh, it looks like he's frozen.
Just after that point you were making. I'd say, Alex, if you can hear us, come out, come back in.
I know, I can see. Yep, Alex,
I
can see.
thank you.
There's live.
It's live. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
So yeah, if Slot does come in, do Spurs and he keeps the same defence, does he not have the same problems?
Yeah, 100%, 110%, 110%. I don't feel great about doing this, but like I said, and I give David Harris credit for this. He's the one that told me about this. He told me about
Irish.
Irish Hotspur. He told me about this a long time ago. We were arguing about this all day, and for me, this defense is done. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lenglet, he's good if you want to just be okay, average, but for me, not good enough. You know, he was a stopgap. You don't buy somebody on a stopgap. Sorry, you know what I mean? The only reason why they got him in because he's a left side and he does okay. Well, okay is not good enough. Even if he what sort of partner would suit Lenglet? So you know what I mean? It's like if he's not your first choice, if Romero is your first choice, you need to think of someone who's going to be fitting what Romero wants. So what I'm saying is put a John Terry, like John Terry or Rio Ferdinand next to him, you get a different Romero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a leader next to him to control him. And
a bit like for Argentina. Yeah, because we see a different Romero for Argentina.
Exactly. Like Basuma, for me, is our midfielder for next season. Yeah, who works well with Basuma?
Yeah.
Who works well with Basuma? You know what I mean? Like down the left side, the right side, who works well together? You see what I'm saying? It's about connecting and getting chemistry. There's no surprise things have worked out at Newcastle and Arsenal at the moment because they all get on with each other, all high-fiving each other. You know?
And wanting to fight for each other. No, you're spot on there. And it's hard to see.
And the thing is, though, I'm gonna put my place on this. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on banging on about Pochettino. Yes, I will be. I'll still bang on about Martin Yole. I'll still bang on about Harry Redknapp because Daniel Levy, right? And I'm not because there's only so much I can say about Daniel Levy. Yeah. Right, Daniel Levy has not given me any reason not to stop going on about them. And until he does that, we'll move on. Because I can't do nothing about it. I can only think about the memories because at the moment, I cannot... There's nothing for me to like at the moment. because unfortunately I wasn't born in 1960 and 1980 when Bill Nicholson was around.
This is it.
You know what I mean? So all I can do is look on the internet and look at videos, and that's it. But it's different when you're actually there, because when you're actually there for the moments like us winning the Carabao Cup twice, getting into Champions League the first time round, getting into that Champions League final, you only remember it because you were actually there. You actually remember those moments. Remember the moment when Gareth Bale scores that worldie of a goal against West Ham, the away goal. You know what I mean? When it was the worst time of my life. I'm not going to go on about it. It was the worst time of my life, me and my dad. But we cheered. You see what I'm saying? You see, so this is the point I'm making. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, it will not change. I agree with you. You know, things you can't see a change. No, you can't. And as I say to everybody else, I'm leaving out all day, every single day. Yeah. But the point I'm making is that there needs to be a starting point, and that's it. And we need to have a process in place, and that's it. And if we don't do that, trouble's coming. And that's it. I'll tell you right now. I don't know how many days it is now. I don't know what day it is now. It might be day 59 now. I'm sorry, I should have done that before, because I'm counting down the days because I'm so fed up of it anyway. But you know, I'll tell you right now, this club, if we don't sort it out, we are going to be in massive trouble next season. 110%.
Do you think that personally, like, I know everyone's talking about how many days have been counting down since the manager and whatnot, but if the manager's in another position at the moment and the season's not over, do you not think until the season's over, that's when we should start counting?
Yeah, you know what, Marlon? I think for me, you should have a plan. You should have figured this out a long time ago. To be honest with you,
but this is Spurs.
I know. We should have figured this out a long time ago. For me, I think that's for me anyway. You know, I think you should have had an idea what direction football. Go on, Marlon. Sorry.
Do you not think though, if we haven't named the manager on the 1st of June, that's when we can start complaining? Because actually, they've had 3 months.
Don't you think
all the seasons are over across Europe, apart from, I think, the FA Cup final.
I hear that.
But should the negotiations not be done by the 1st of June? If we're seeing a repeat and it goes weeks on weeks, and the transfer window will be eventually opening.
For me, it's the messaging. And I feel like how we're picking managers is beyond me, because you need the sporting director in first.
Well, again.
That's what I'm saying. So it's the wrong way around, in my opinion. There should be no rumours about managers. There should only be sporting directors, because they're the ones that are going to pick the philosophy. They're the ones that's going to pick the players. It's not the coach. The coach is going to sit down with the sporting director. But at the end of the day, like Alex was saying, if we're going to partner these players with
that's true. Yeah, Alex, correct.
What is the sporting director's job?
Yep.
It is to pick the players
and the manager.
Yep. But for some reason, we're heavily linked with managers, and it feels like it's the other way around. So again, it just feels like there's no cohesiveness up top. There's no direction. There's nothing that screams out to me and says like, all right, we're doing things in a way where we sat down and we thought about this logistically, logically, and there's like a proper like strategic way that we're executing things. Bang, 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 bang. It's more like scat that, you know, skitty that, bap. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's like Chelsea's transfer policy.
It looks wild to me. It looks brazy. But for me, like the way things, I don't see it changing, because it's all about opportunity. That's all I see. Opportunities here and opportunities there. Can I get this? Can I get that? Do you understand? Oh, maybe we can get this manager. We could poach that player, or we could poach, and that's what happened before in the summer window. When some of these players came available, it wasn't because they fit our system or we had a plan or an ethos and we're like, yeah, this player suits this player, we need a centre-back, so we're going to target a centre-back first. What was the first thing we targeted? It wasn't a centre-back. And that's the thing that we needed the most. It wasn't a right wing-back to go with what Conte wants. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, as I said before, I send you to the shop, I said, right, I want some jerk chicken. You come back with chicken stew. That's not what I want. I don't want
It's
jollof.
like- it's like-
I want rice and peas.
But you'll eat it anyway because you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, there's
That's
rice. I
sick.
still eat it because there's no rice at home. And that's
That's
there's no rice at home. There's no rice.
Asthmatic. Asthmatic. Do you know that movie 40 Years of Being a Virgin? Yeah, that's Tottenham Hotspur. That's Tottenham Hotspur.
We're so bad to club, bad to FC. That's what we are.
It's like they you know, they haven't lost their apple yet. You know what I mean? Because they don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Simple. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean?
Drops,
It's like
man.
you know. Also that film when the guys get what is it? Get drunk. I forgot his name. I forgot they get drunk. Yeah. And they have a hangover. Yeah, hangover. Yeah.
That's cool. Alex.
That's Tottenham Hotspur. Another one as well. Yeah, because unfortunately, Mr. Box Office is useless. Is in the love department. Yeah, useless, absolutely useless. Yeah, it's
Fair
like
enough.
he keeps on trying to wind, but he just doesn't get the wind, and he just ends up just alone, and that's it. That's Tottenham Hotspur. You know what I mean? You know, that's it. Is it?
Alone in the corner, Mr. Us Spurs fans at the moment.
But
Wow.
guys, if you want to do this on your channel another time, Bob, we can do this any day, Bob. But I've got to let my boy, I've got to let my boy Brian, Brian speak. You know
Of
what I mean?
course, Alex. Great call, Alex. Great call. Thanks for coming on.
Mr. Box
Take
Office
care, yeah?
always bringing the truth and entertainment.
And if you
forward.
don't know, get to know Mr. Box Office
you're
TV,
crazy.
and that's all you need to say, and that's all it is, and that's all it
drop a bomb
always
for him.
will be. And that's it. And you'll get new content. The good, the bad, and the bang average coming soon. Top 5, like I said, every single time. And that's how you do it. And Mr. Botsworth Unleashed is always coming as well. And that's it. Back to you guys. Keep it going, yeah, and make it count. Take care, Bob. Yeah.
Cheers,
Bye-bye.
Alex. Thank you. Great call.
X-rated, you know. Cheers.
Well, Alex spitting as he normally does.
Bringing the
Mr. Box
energy.
Office, bringing the energy. But who we got next? The main man himself.
The one and only.
Ring a ding ding. There you go.
Jeez, let's go.
What's
Do
up,
we need
boys?
to ask you? Do we need to even ask you a question, or are you just ready to go?
Yeah, he's ready. Unleash him.
Man, I don't know even. First of all, to everyone yesterday who was going, "Oh, we've got Ivan Toney out. We're going to win. They're best players out. This is easy. This is it." Well done.
Hey,
Well done.
it was easy in the first half.
Well done. Believe me, I've already put a tweet out. I'm dying to hear the excuses today. I've had someone come up to me after the game and say the reason we didn't win is that we didn't have runners. That's the excuse. We didn't have runners. That we are Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. We are Tottenham Hotspur Entertainment Corporation, and we didn't have runners. That's the excuse. Listen, once again, and I mean the lineup. Let's go back. The end of the season, 150 million was injected, and everyone thought we'd been bought out by a billionaire, owned by billionaires, but 150 million. Woohoo! Is being invested into this football club. Terrific. We won the window. Brilliant. Yeah. So going into that, you would have thought, yes, that it started off really well. If I was to tell you, as a Tottenham Hotspur fan, at the beginning of the season, our final home game to Brentford, we'll be playing a back four because we've sacked 2 managers. Mason's back in charge, and our starting centre-backs were Clement Longap and Davinson Sanchez.
Woo! Can't make this up.
I could have probably told you Mason be in charge.
What are we? I'm asking a genuine question. What are we?
Joking.
We're not a football club.
So
We're not.
Brian,
Yeah, go on, bro.
So where from here do we go? Like, because obviously we know a certain person's not going to be gone this summer. We haven't got a director of football and we haven't got a manager. So are we not going to be having the same problems next season, or do you think we can slightly improve on what's happened?
So I'll tell you what makes me laugh. People were saying with the mural for Harry Kane, what a perfect leaving present. But what I will say, see the Harry Kane free kick. What, mate? Mate, there you go. I'm off. Bye bye. I'm just going to do top pins and not hit the wall. Listen, we're in big problems. We are. Listen, people know where I come from. People know where I stand. If you look at this now, Hugo Lloris, thank you for wonderful service. Thank you for incredible service. You have been a phenomenal goalkeeper. You could have left during this time, man. You were interested in other teams, but you're stuck with Tottenham. You pledged your allegiance to Tottenham. Last couple of years, you started to be on the decline. The game is keeper anymore. You've made some. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're breaking up a little bit. You're back on now.
Back on, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you've made some incredible saves. You've won us games on your own, but it's time to go. That's a goalkeeper we need, and we all know you don't have. You need to get the goalkeeper right. So that's a major problem. We all know this defence needs open heart surgery. Open heart surgery. Midfield, Benson Core's not back till November, Christmas, New Year, whichever one, with his rehab.
Yep.
Lucas Moura, thank you again for your time. Shame it's going to be remembered only for the Champions League semi-final. It didn't quite work out otherwise, but listen, your love for the club, everything fine. We're another player down. There are so many players that are leaving this club or need to get out of this club. No, I don't even see what we do this summer. We don't know who our manager is. We don't know. We don't know who our director of football is. Mate, listen, if you're Arnie Slot, why do you want to come here? Because of the bright lights in London and the Premier League.
Yeah.
See, I'm not joking now. Listen, any manager that comes here, Arnie Slot, my personal choice, and you can see why today in Thomas Frank, Costa Coglu, the Johnny Green Giant, Captain Birdseye, whoever you want to be as next manager. It doesn't matter. We're going to be here in a year to 18 months' time. Going, who do you want to be the next manager? Another manager gone.
Brian, with Arnie Slot, quick question. I asked the same question I asked Matt earlier. Would you give up Champions League football next season to possibly come to a club, possibly, a big Premier League club with no European football next season? Or would you wait it out a year and probably get a bigger offer if you do well in the Champions League? Take that big risk.
Do you know what? See, for this it's a really good question, but for me, it depends who the club is. Because if you look at it, like I said, I'll talk about Thomas Frank again.
Yep.
There is no doubt whatsoever, with no disrespect to Brentford, Tottenham Hotspur are a behemoth compared to them. An absolute behemoth.
Yep.
And you could come here, it's the top job, or it's a very good job, or a job, let's say. It's not a good job at the moment, it's Poison Chalice. It's a job at a very, very big football club. But why do you want to leave Brentford when that club is overachieving? The whole club are in unison. The club work as a club, it's not an individual. His decision is respected and taken on board.
Yeah.
The fans adore him. So for me, it would depend on the club. If you're asking me, would I rather stay at Feyenoord or Tottenham? I'm a Tottenham fan, and I would stay at Feyenoord as long as I could.
Is he gone? Is he cut? You still there, Brian? Can you hear us?
You're still a bit alive?
Call me, am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, sorry. Someone just tried to call me. I just had to drop them. So yeah, the right way. Like I said, you're in the Champions League, and you've just won the league. You're an absolute hero in that club's eyes. Why do you want to come here? I'm being serious. As a Spurs fan, what can this club offer you?
Financial.
A big payoff when you get sacked in 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it'll be another manager. Okay, yeah, we're going to try with all these players. Look, you see all these players, we've got too many, and the price I want for them, no one will pay because I overinflate the prices, and they're crap. so no one wants them. But you've just won a league, so make this better. And we'll go through the same cycle again. So it doesn't matter. I've said it so many times. It doesn't matter who comes in. It doesn't matter who signs a contract. It doesn't matter who stays. It doesn't matter anything. Because nothing is going to change whilst this man is in control. Nothing.
Imagine this. Listen to this, guys. Tottenham 2023 is the second time in the Premier League season that a team has scored and conceded 60-plus goals.
Yep, we've broken a new record today. Not just that, mate. Because Brentford scored more than 2 goals, this is now officially Tottenham Hotspur's worst ever defensive record in the Premier League, and we've almost been relegated.
And so...
And we play defensive football.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing. We played defensive football and we conceded the most. So, Brian, if I said to you, right, this summer, right, I'm not going to spend any money on the midfield or the strikers. I'm only going to sit there and spend 200 to 300 million pounds, like Manchester City did in Pep's first season, and I'm just going to spend it on the defence. Would that be a convenient summer for you? Would you be happy if we did something like that?
Listen, I kept saying when people ask me these questions, I'm not even going to answer it because it ain't going to happen. Do you know what? I went on a channel the other day and they're like, if Kane went for 150 million, where would you spend the money?
Yeah.
But I don't care. Doesn't make a difference. What will happen is we'll do quantity over quality.
Yeah.
It'll be the same thing. And what is the point of saying? Well, can I ask a serious question?
Yep.
Why is it only Tottenham Hotspur, every transfer window this is the window? This is the big one.
Yeah. Everyone's asking the same question. Yeah.
Always get tricked.
Listen, people know I've been coming on this channel, whether you've been watching me or whether, like, you two, we're friends, we socialise, we talk, we go on each other's channel. You know that I've been saying this the whole time. And I'm sick and tired. I don't answer this, but when they say, who do you want as manager? I don't care. I don't care. Who's the director? I don't care. I don't care because they're fucked. They're fucked.
I always say to people now, when people ask that question, the manager has got to be friends or mates with Daniel Levy. Otherwise, it's not going to work out.
What are you looking at? What? Pochettino?
Yeah.
That worked out well, didn't it, in the end?
Yeah.
That worked out well at the end with a great friendship.
Yeah. We've got 5 years out of him.
mate, do you know what? This is how bad it is. We've had 16 or 17, I've lost count of managers. Mauricio Pochettino is the only manager in the entire of Edic's reign to sign a contract extension.
Yeah. Yeah, because Harry was gone before, when his contract was up, he was gone. And Martin Young was sacked. Or they don't see out their contracts because they get sacked. And those are the only two that have lasted longer than 2 years. So the others, none of the others have.
Well, you can put the great Martin Young in there.
Yeah, we love Martin Young.
But, mate, Martin Young, the very reason I am leaving out is because of that man. Because of that wonderful, wonderful man who is the catalyst for this change. And when we started becoming a bigger team, and this happens.
Do you know what? I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but shouldn't have we all seen this coming when Enoch took over and sacked George Graham before the semi-final?
Hello, look who you're talking to. I think I may have been on a few channels and a few streams and tweet quite regularly about watch this one. Mate, I've been coming on WeAreTottenhamTV. The start of next season will be 3 years. Yeah. And from my very first interview, sorry, my phone's about to fall. I've been saying leave you out from the very first one. From the very first one, and took so much grief and stick for it. Kept saying it. Super League came. Oh, wait a minute, maybe Brian was right. Then everything else has come on. People think I do this and I'm this way because I like, subscribes and whatever. If someone said to me tomorrow or right now, Daniel Levy sells this club, right here, right now, you can never go on YouTube again. Bye-bye.
I think all the Spurs channels will close down.
I'll deactivate my Twitter. I will do everything. It's not about that. I've been saying this for ages. Yes. Sometimes I come out and I F and I blind and I shout and I scream. But that's just passion, emotion, and love to see, trying to anger for people not trying to do something about this football club. But now, recently, over the last 8 months, I've got a little bit more calm and spoke more factual, and only really gone mad on after-match reactions.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
And still, cause listen, you got to work it. If we're trying to send a message out there,
it's got to be calm and collected. Yeah,
exactly. You've got to engage. You've got to have dialect. Going around and calling people. And this is on both sides. Listen, leave out people do it, but believe me when I say I get abuse.
It is on both sides. Yeah.
But this is the thing. The only way this is going to get changed is if people talk, have an open dialogue, and speak, have a rational debate. Like, I'll tell you now, Crackers, I've been with Crackers all day. Crackers came to the pub, he didn't even go into the game. Wonderful man. Wonderful man.
Yeah.
Chilling with him, chatting with him. Yeah, no, he really is. Big respect to him. They all, this is, Crackers has obviously had his feelings. And today was the day he said, no, I stand with them. Mm-hmm. Now, that's, and I'm not saying Crackers, I'm only saying Crackers because obviously he's a recognisable face. But there was a guy at the protest today who messaged me on Tottenham tour. He flew in from Finland.
Wow.
That's crazy, yeah.
Finland. And there are people from Australia, not flown in directly for Australia for this, but there are people from Australia. There's a guy who's travelled down from Glasgow today, Brian Maguire. There was there's guys from Coventry. There's guys from Bradford. Not Bradford. I don't know where I was going to say there, but they've travelled across this country. And there's 52,000 fans in there, 62, including the away fans. They're just doing nothing. Don't get me wrong, Levy out was chanted in the ground. It's brilliant. Apparently it pissed Levy right off. A fantastic, wonderful job. The balloons got on. But we've got to keep at it. We have to keep at it. We have to keep at it. There's no point talking about the football because there's not a football club. It's not a football club.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like we've come on today, and a lot of us not even spoke about the Brentford Spurs game. It's been about one man, and even on like we were saying to box office before, what other club has their chairman, CEO more on camera than Levy?
It's true.
Oh wait, I'll tell you one thing. He'll be doing his bollocks at Sky for doing that, or BT, sorry. And playing the charm. I'm surprised Daniel Levy didn't accidentally turn on the halftime music during the game and go, technical issue. Listen, the tide's turning.
Yeah, the best thing that's come out today, especially with Levy, is when Tracy pats him on his thigh after the Levy out chance. I think it was Levy out chance at the time. I think that was a moment that things are starting to change.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right, Dan.
Yeah,
all right.
Right. I've seen it. It's too funny. It's funny.
The pictures will be flying.
Like I said, what's that, Rachel? I'm here. Just one sec. Sorry. So yeah, I saw the tablet. We watched it in the Coach and Horses, and we're still all here.
Yeah.
And whenever Levy came out. Whenever Levy came on the puppy came out. Yeah, I'm doing my bet on WeAreTottenhamTV and then I'll be in. No, I'll be in there 2 seconds. I'll be in. Hello. Okay, Rachel, say hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
You're right.
No good.
No good.
There you go. Well done, Rachel.
Rachel.
So yeah, like I said, whenever the screen came on and Levy was on there, we were all booing and massive in the pub. Listen, if again, you just see there's no emotion from this man. There's absolutely none. It's just a diet. Just thankfully the season's over. If anyone thinks we're going to beat Leeds. We crumble in front of our home fans. You think Leeds played in their final game to stay in the Premier League if it's that. And that bloody Levy, that Ellen Road will be as toxic as they come. And we'll be like, they're shouting. They're shouting too loudly.
Send the youth team players out for that one.
Mate, I would. I honestly, some of these players, I mean, it's just a shambles. From top to bottom, we're shambles. Let me just say one thing as well. These players are just simply not good enough. Listen, I will blame Levy for everything, and believe me, I'll make a lifetime of it. These players are just absolutely shocking, apart from Kane. And the problem where Levy is at fault for this is he gets a new manager and goes, "Oh, you've won a league. You've won a Champions League. Do your thing. Do your thing with these. Make these better." And don't forget, we got all these loan players coming back next week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Thanks for that. That last bit.
The hard truths.
Mate, it's fantastic. They can all come back, and then we can try and sell them for stupid money. Then we'll send them all out on loan again, but we'll have to make sure we don't get the right number, or get the right number, so we don't have to cancel Matt Doherty's contract because we don't know how many players we can loan out or not.
Yeah. Bloated squads. Big problems arise, man. Even before we spent a penny. We're going to have to pay out for players that...
Be lucky if we spend a penny. But don't forget, there won't be money because we're not in Europe.
Yeah,
so we can't go for those players. We're not in Europe, so there's no European money.
Brentford are at 1 point behind us.
Villa are winning.
Yeah.
Which basically means we're 8th, right?
Yeah, we're 8th. Right
so
now.
We're not in Europe.
Wicked.
Yeah. So Villa are winning 1-0 at the moment. It's half time, so we'll see how that one ends up.
But then remember, remember, Marlon, then we only play 1 game a week, so we'll be able to handle that, won't we?
No,
we'll be able to,
we have done this last week, Brian, innit?
We're doing 1 game a week now. guys, we're doing 1 game a week now, and we're not doing well, so...
Mate, I swear to God, away to Leeds, I hope the chef that made the lasagna is back. Because believe me, it makes no difference. It makes no difference. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
Oh mate, this fan base is full of them. Like I said, we didn't win today because we didn't have runners. That's what I was told. That's why we lost the game. That's how bad we're getting.
Bless him.
Look, they're going to find excuses. They're going to blame the players on the grass. It is what it is now. But yeah, if we don't start making changes this summer or start shouting, then we're going to be stuck with this again next year. Nothing will change. So here we are.
Mate, I might as well do Fabrizio Romano and go, here we go. The summer of bullshit is upon us.
Strap in, lads. It's going to be a long summer.
It's going to be a bumpy ride, brother.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you. Great call as always.
Big up, Brian, man.
Number 1.
Guys, big up, great show.
Yeah. Thanks.
And as always, Levy out.
So yeah, Brian there with a lot to say. You knew he would. But before I carry on, Jory with a super chat, another We Are Tottenham TV person. Destroy Enoch or Enoch destroy Spurs. Big up Brian. So agreeing with Brian there. Yeah. And Tom McKernan, welcome to Silver as well. Welcome to Silver. Sim and Ben, proud of that. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Finish on Brian.
Yeah, I think unfortunately, another thing as well, I don't think it helps that, like I said before, that we're getting a manager. Because again, it's that hope thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole hope. And there's bigger problems at the moment at the club in trying to deploy a new manager.
Yeah.
That's why the fans get gassed. Oh, but yeah, we've got an attacking manager. And if Kane stays...
Well, it's quite funny because Jamie O'Hara was obviously with the boys doing the thing last week, Sunday. And there's a couple of them that work there. And even they said they don't know what direction the club's going in.
It's crazy.
And they work there. So that's either Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah.
That's either Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
Because he was playing.
Yeah.
And there was a couple others. So there was players there that work for the club and they're all saying the exact same thing. And that's the staff. That's the staff you employ.
Yeah. That just shows to me, like I said, the people at the top, they're not singing from the same hymn sheet. And that all over the place.
They're not on the same page.
Yeah,
as basically as us normal people that want to be paying to go to the game and stuff, and us fans. Like, do they watch YouTube? Do they see these comments that are coming in from fans that watch We Are Tottenham TV?
Right now, after that win, they're not going to be tuning to YouTube. They're going to put their head under the pillow because it's going to be too hard to take. Last game of the season, 3-1.
But to be honest, and you saw like everyone who's come on, they're not angry.
No, it's not even angry.
And that is a telling sign that they're not angry anymore. Yeah. It's just now shrugging the shoulders, going, that's it. Our last home game of the season. And
I can't, yeah.
I think it was, I thought Sherwood was bad the year before we just got Poch.
Yes, it's worse than Sherwood.
And it's beyond that now. It's completely beyond that. He, like, something's got to change. It can't be, we're always changing the players and the managers. So it can't be just that anymore.
I think for a lot of people, it's just like, who cares?
Yeah.
And on that note,
Ash, before we go, let people know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me alongside Marlon at Southview's COYS. Come on the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're on tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, on tonight, 8 o'clock.
So yeah, make sure, guys, you want to get down. Even if you want to have a bit of banter, a bit of laugh, I'm still trying to get Marlon to find me a quality Levy person. I want to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, and we'll give them that voice. We'll give them that voice. It's not about coming on and giving them 100% of a bollocking. It's about about what they see going forward.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the positivity, because we don't want to sit there and like.
At this stage, I don't think anyone's claiming their Levy.
Oh, they won't. I don't think
they're not going to claim it because it's too much of an L. But they'll say they're Levy out. But that's when you know that's the telltale sign.
Yeah.
I'm Levy out. But
yeah.
So that's the type of person I want on the show. Even if it's not even this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, this weekend, this Saturday tonight. Look out for our show, man.
Yeah, so View from the South Stand TV or at South Views COYS, you can find us both at. We do a match reaction show, and we're going to be doing some content as well. We'll do transfers, new managers. Might have to do one on a director of football.
Yeah,
see who's out there.
Yeah. Have a little skit.
But
look.
As always, please like and subscribe and comment onto We Are Tottenham TV. Ben and Sim will be back tomorrow.
Yep.
For the match the match reaction?
Yeah, match review. Yeah.
And and the call-in show tomorrow, and they'll obviously have content coming out all week.
Yeah.
Before this Leeds game next week.
I want to see the post-match comments as well from Mason. That's what I was trying to look for. But yes, I'm sure there's a lot to be said about that as well.
But yeah, as always, please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.